If you've ever thought, I barely see my teen, or when I do, they don't exactly want to chat, you're not alone. Today, we're talking about a small, practical strategy that can make a big difference in your relationship with your teenager. The 7-7-7 rule, and just to set expectations right away. This is not one of those parenting ideas that requires a total lifestyle overhaul. It's simple. 3 short moments a day, each 7 minutes, where you give your teen your full attention. No multitasking, no scrolling, no while you answer emails. Exactly. It's basically a daily connection plan. 7 minutes in the morning, 7 minutes sometime after school or in the afternoon, and 7 minutes in the evening. 21 minutes total, which sounds almost too easy, until you remember how often family life turns into ships passing in the hallway. Especially with teens. They're busy, you're busy, and their social world can feel like it's happening on a different planet. The point of the 7-7-7 rule isn't to force deep conversations on demand. It's to create consistent, low-pressure opportunities for connection. Let's talk about why this matters for teenagers in particular. With younger kids, they often come to you. Teens, they might not, but they still need you. They still need to feel seen, safe, and supported. They just want it on different terms. And teens are also at an age where they're building independence, but their emotions can be all over the place. Their stress levels can be high. Their self-image is shifting. Friendships are intense. School pressure is real. Regular, predictable connection with a parent can become a stabilizing force. Okay, so what does undivided attention actually mean in real life? Because I can already hear someone saying, I'm physically there, isn't that enough? Great question, and I define it like this. You're giving your teen the clearest possible message that for these 7 minutes, they're the priority. That means the phone is down, the TV is off. You're not cooking with your back turned while half listening. You're present, and they can feel it. And it doesn't have to be intense. In fact, with teens, intense can backfire. If every time you get them alone you go straight into, so how are you really doing? They may start avoiding you. The magic is in being together without pressure. Let's break down the 3 7s and make them teen-friendly. First, the morning 7. This one is tricky because mornings can be chaotic, but it can also be the easiest because there's structure. Wake up, get ready, head out. So the morning 7 might look like sitting at the table while they eat something, or standing with them while they pack their bag, or even walking them to the car or bus stop. And the goal isn't a big talk. It's a warm start, eye contact, a check-in, a little encouragement. Here are a few teen-appropriate openers that don't sound like an interrogation. What's one thing you want to go okay today? Or what's the hardest part of your day likely to be? Or even, do you want hype or quiet this morning? That last one is so good because some teens want jokes and energy, and others want silence and a nod. Undivided attention doesn't always mean a conversation. Sometimes it means respectful presence. Second, the afternoon 7. This is the re-entry moment. It might be right after school, or it might be later depending on sports, jobs, clubs, whatever your teen is going on. And if you're thinking, my teen comes home and disappears, then the afternoon 7 might happen in motion. You can do it while driving them somewhere. You can do it while walking the dog together. You can do it while they make a snack and you sit nearby. One important note, don't use this block as the daily debrief where you demand every detail. Teens often need a decompression buffer. So instead of tell me everything, you can try, what kind of day was it? Heavy, normal, or easy? That gives them a simple way in. Or even, want to talk or want to reset? Because sometimes what they need most is just to know you're available without having to perform. Third, the evening 7. This one can be the most emotionally powerful because evenings naturally invite reflection, but it also can be the time when parents are exhausted and teens are glued to their devices. So the evening 7 is where the screen-free part really matters. It can be right after dinner. It can be before bed. It can be a quick sit-down in their room if they're open to it. And yes, sometimes the most viable option is, you ask for 7 minutes and they say no. And if that happens, you don't punish it with guilt. You stay steady. You try again later. Consistency builds trust. The goal is to become predictable in a good way. Let's get practical. What do you actually do during these 7-minute blocks? Because some parents hear quality time and think they need to plan an activity. You don't. Think small and repeatable. A few ideas. Play one quick card game. Watch one short clip together that they choose, and then you just react with them. Do a quick music swap, where you each play one song. Fold laundry together. Shoot a few hoops. Sit, and let them rant while you simply listen. Also, leave room for teen humor. If your teen communicates in memes, sarcasm, or bruh, that can still be connection. The question is, do they feel accepted in your presence, or evaluated in your presence? The 7 minutes should feel safe. Here's a big mindset shift. The 7-7-7 rule isn't about getting your teen to talk more. It's about giving them more chances to talk if they want to. And when they don't, you're still building a relationship account that earns interest over time. I love that relationship account idea because teens often open up sideways. Not in a formal sit-down, but in the car, or at 10:47 p.m. when you're halfway asleep. These daily micro-connections increase the odds that when something big happens, they come to you sooner. Let's address a common worry. What if I do this and my teen is rude, dismissive, or barely responds? First, that's normal. Teen brains are practicing independence, and sometimes it comes out as distance or bluntness. The key is to keep your side of the street clean. Offer connection without chasing. Show respect. Don't take the bait into a power struggle during the 7 minutes. A simple line can help. I'm here for a few minutes if you want company. Then you can sit nearby. Or, want to do this together or separately? Give choice. Teens respond well to choice. Another common obstacle. Parents hear screen-free and think, that's not realistic. So let's clarify. Screen-free doesn't mean screens are evil. It means that for these 7 minutes, the screen isn't competing with your teen for attention. And with teens, sometimes the best compromise is making the screen the shared activity. For example, they show you something they like, and you watch together and you talk. The key is you're not both separately scrolling. It's shared, intentional time. Also, if you have multiple kids, you might wonder how to do this without it becoming impossible. The simplest approach is, the 7-7-7 rule works best as one-on-one time, but you can rotate which child gets the focus blocks each day. Or you could do one of the 3 blocks as a family moment and 2 as one-on-one. You can also scale it. If 21 minutes feels impossible right now, start with one 7-minute block. Build the habit first, then add the second, then the third. Let's talk about what not to do in the 7 minutes, because it's tempting. Number 1. Don't turn it into a lecture. Number 2. Don't use it to corner them about grades, missing assignments, a friend you don't like, or the smell coming from their room. Save logistics and discipline for a different container. And number 3. Don't make the 7 minutes conditional on good behavior. Connection is not a reward, especially for teens. Connection is the foundation that makes guidance and limits land better. One more tip that helps. End the 7 minutes cleanly. Not with okay fine I tried, or see, you never talk. Just a simple, thanks for hanging out, or love you I'm around. That keeps the door open. If you're listening and thinking, this sounds too small to matter, I get it, but small, consistent signals are exactly what teens notice. They may not comment, they may not smile, but they clock it. And over weeks, the tone can shift. The house feels less tense. Your teen might offer a tiny detail, or they might start sitting in the same room more. These are wins. So here's the takeaway. The 7-7-7 rule is 3 short daily touchpoints. Morning, afternoon, evening. 7 minutes each. Undivided attention. Low pressure. Reliable presence. Pick your first 7 minutes for tomorrow. Just one. Decide when it'll happen and what screen-free will look like for you. Then show up. Because with teens, the long conversations are great, but the daily consistency is what builds the bridge. And sometimes a bridge is exactly what your family needs.